Well, one of the great things I've had, pleasures I've had over the years is talking to the legends. And today I talked to, he's a legend, and I've had the opportunity now to talk with him multiple times. Please welcome Charlie Daniels to KXRB. Once again, Charlie, how are you?
I'm fine, Mark, and I'm enjoying talking to you today. I appreciate you having me on.
Well, I wanted to catch up with you. First of all, the Dylan thing, Doin It Dylan, Off the Grid, that new album, what a piece of work. And I was also looking at your schedule for the 2014 year, and wow, you're still hitting a pretty heavy schedule out there, Charlie.
It's comfortable. When you look at it on paper, I mean, we're probably about 100,000 miles this year. And, you look at it on paper and it seems like it's rougher than what it is. It's very doable for us. In fact, I used to do a whole lot more than that, but I'm a little older now, so I have to cut back a little bit. But we'll do 100, 110 dates, 10 Grand Ole Opry appearances, probably a little more recording for the year's over. But I thank God I make a living doing something I enjoy so much, Mark.
All right, Charlie. Yeah, I was looking at it, roughly about 100 dates on there, and that you answered one of my questions. I know you like to do appearances at the Grand Ole Opry. Did I hear you say about 10 of those?
Yeah, that's what they expect you to do every year, and I have too much respect for the Opry not to do as many as I'm expected to do. So yeah, we'll do about 10 this year.
All right. Looking back, you were doing Las Cruces, New Mexico, Friday. Boy, I've been down there a couple times when I was a kid. That's beautiful country down there. What kind of a show is it there at Las Cruces?
It's a beautiful place. Las Cruces has started what they call Las Cruces Country Music Festival. So I don't know how many years they've been doing it, but it's a neat thing. It's one of them where everybody gets out on the street and has a big time.
All right. I highlighted a couple dates coming up down the road as we look ahead to June. We've got 2 dates on the schedule that would be in driving distance from our area, no problem. A couple dates in Minnesota, one of them in St. Cloud. Also, Minot, North Dakota. You're going to be at the North Dakota State Fair in July. So, hey, folks, if you want to, find out exactly where Charlie's at in our area, always contact me here at KXRB or go to KXRB.com and type in Charlie Daniels. You'll find it. Let's go to that new album, Off the Grid, Doin It Dylan. Bring us up to speed on that, Charlie.
It came about in kind of an offhand way, Mark. We were asked to do some music for a TV show called Hell on Wheels, and the show takes place back in the 1800s, so we were locked into using instruments around the 1800s, so we had to be all acoustic instruments, and we had never done that before, all 6 acoustic instruments. So we were so taken with how it turned out, and it was such a different sound for us, we decided to do an album of it. And we're better to go to for material than a Bob Dylan, because you never run out of material. He's got so much of it. So we went in and tried to pick songs that we could put our mark on and kind of make CD-type songs out of them, and ended up with 10 of them, and I'm very happy with this album. Sometimes a month or so down the road, when you finish an album, you say, well, I wish I'd done another guitar solo or this or that or the other thing, but I'm happy with this.
You're paying tribute to one of the greatest songwriters that ever lived, and you look back at the early Charlie Daniels. If we want to go back to the beginning, Bob Dylan gave you a boost of confidence, if you would, when you were asked to stick around and complete Dylan's Nashville Skyline album, right?
Oh gosh, I can't tell you what a kick me in the seat of advance that was, man. I mean, that just energized me no end. Bob was always nice enough to put people's names on the back of the album, people that worked with him. He gave album credits, and it got it really meant something to have your name on, because people had so much respect, as you say, for one of the world's greatest songwriters and one of the world's greatest artists. People had so much respect for him that they would read the album covers, and having your name on a Bob Dylan album is a pretty doggone good deal.
Well, I want to talk a little bit about that for the folks listening. They know you've been around a long time, and I just want to tell everyone that, give them some real facts here. You were born in North Carolina, graduated from high school in the mid-'50s, and skilled on, of course, fiddle and guitar, banjo, and so on, formed a rock and roll band and hit the road. You've been at it ever since. And last time you and I talked, we talked about songs that you were involved in writing, co-writing a song that Elvis recorded at one time, one that you co-wrote with Joy Byers. But we talked about working as a Nashville session musician, playing electric bass on 3 Bob Dylan albums during 1969, 1970. And I'm sure that has a lot to do with you paying tribute to him in this album.
It definitely does. And actually, I played guitar on 2 of the albums and bass on 1. I played the guitar on National Skyline and a Self-Portrait and bass on New Morning. So, but yeah, I mean, it was such a shot in the arm. It was such a great thing, to just be a young player that was trying to get some credentials to get into the business, and all of a sudden ended up on 3 Bob Dylan albums. It went out. I will be forever indebted to him for that.
Man, the songs on there, Mr. Tambourine Man, just to name a couple of them, Just Like a Woman, and Quinn the Eskimo. I've been listening to them. The one I've been playing the dickens out of on my show, Charlie, is Country Pie.
I remember recording that one on National Skyline, and I had a kind of really my lead guitar part on there on Bob's record, but we wanted to do it different, and so we did it. I used the fiddle for the lead instrument instead of the guitar. So, as I said, we were trying to do everything different. We were trying to do everything, put it in our style, songs that we could kind of put our brand on. So, we ended up we got 10 of them together, and I am very, very happy with.
All right, and folks, you can get that album. We encourage you to do so. Off the Grid, Doin It Dylan. Get that from Charlie Daniels. And the CDB, the Charlie Daniels Band, the legendary band. Those guys are something else, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, they're great. Best band I've ever had in all the 50-some years I've been in this business.
Charlie and Shannon, if I'm leaving somebody out, Pat, Bruce, and Chris, I believe, are all with you.
And Charlie Hayward, the other. Yeah, right. Yeah, all right. Got everybody. You got them all, buddy.
Hey, Charlie, we'll let you go. Charlie Daniels, I thank you for your time. My great pleasure. I want to talk again sometime soon, sir.
Let's do it, my friend. Thank you very much, and God bless. We'll see you up there one of these days before long.